What's good? So welcome, guys, to Sports Chronicles. This is our first official video for this year. We're a little late. Season has already started.
Yes,
So we
sir.
kind of missed week one, but it's okay. We're going to be here for y'all for the rest of the season. And if this thing goes good, might even do a little basketball as well, too. I know
Yes,
he's a
I'm down
Knicks
for some
fan.
basketball. You know I'm a
I know
Knicks
he's a
fan,
Knicks
so
fan. I'm a Heat fan. So
New
we're kind
York,
of
baby.
rivals already. So we'll see how this thing goes, and we'll probably do that as well too. But today is football. That's what we're
Yes,
going to talk
sir.
about. We're going to preview week two, what went down. Quick little preview of that, and then we'll give our picks for week three as well too. How we think
Mm-hmm.
that's going to go down as well.
End the season, bro. Just end the season. We're only 2 weeks in. End the season.
Well, I'm loving the season so far with my team so far, which I'm a Chargers fan, 2-0. You feel me? So we feel good right now. Unfortunately, my boy Nino is a Giants fan, and
Yeah, man.
yeah, we know
Yeah.
how that's going with them right now and everything.
Yeah.
So, but I think you might like what I have to say about you guys for week three. So we're gonna
All
go
right.
ahead and see. We'll start it off with the week two previews. Um,
Bro, Buffalo
Thursday night
Wild
football.
Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings and Miami Dolphins, bro. This man already
Thursday
got CTE again, bro. Like,
Thursday night football, man. Buffalo beat Miami, came down to Miami, came down to South Beach, and let them boys know that weather doesn't really matter.
mm-hmm.
31-10. Tua left the game early with a concussion. Um, Thoughts and prayers go out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. I know they
They
just put
said
him on
4.
IR.
They said minimum 4.
Yeah,
Take
they
your
just put
time,
him.
bro. That's what I say. Take your time, bro. Do not even rush it, bro.
Yeah, man.
I
It
got
kind of looked
one thing
like.
though to say about that. Like people saying that he had to retire, think about your health and this and that. I'm like, dude, the man, I get it, but I don't think the man should retire just because of that. I mean, if you're still walking, bro, still got a chance to go, just go. You could always worry about after you finish playing your days. You could always worry about what happened. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I'm kind of on the fence with it. I mean, from a business perspective, I wouldn't want him to retire because they
Mm-hmm.
just invested
A
5 years
lot of
into
money.
him. So from a business perspective, I wouldn't want to see him retire. But from a human being perspective, I mean, it's the third one, and they all starting to kind of look the same. So it is a little scary there. I understand the people
Mm-hmm.
who are kind of wanting him to retire. I don't blame him for saying it because I know it's at the end of the day it's bigger than football. We got stuff that we have going on in our personal life
Mm-hmm.
that's more important than football. So for that aspect, I understand where they're coming from. I just know that it is pretty hard for someone in their prime
Mm-hmm.
to want to retire that early. So I mean, I think these 4 weeks are going to be a good enough time for him to contemplate everything, think everything through, and ultimately see what he wants to do. I mean, granted, he walk away, he still get 124
Mm-hmm.
million, so
Yeah,
it ain't
yeah.
really that bad, you know.
If he
But
does return, I would say he needs to start thinking about wearing that protection. That's why they bought him
that
that
guardian cap,
protection.
right? He should
Yep,
have been one of the first ones to wear that guardian cap.
exactly. That's what I was like.
Um, but
But
yeah, man. I
these
mean,
people gotta be a hard head sometimes, especially the ones that always get injured. Like, you
yeah.
know.
And at the end of the day, I mean, he probably thinks that the concussions are probably fluke. He probably thinks that he won't get them again, so he didn't
Mm-hmm.
really probably didn't want to. Probably didn't feel comfortable for him to have that one. We don't know what these guys go through and everything, man. But nonetheless, hope for a speedy recovery for him. I mean, I do get to tease my Dolphin fan friends and everything, so that's pretty fun. But outside of two again concussion, Bills. Hey man, people kept saying that they might not win the division, man.
I don't
I
know,
wasn't one of
bro.
them
I
ones.
don't know. I
I
don't
was
know.
I'm still on the Bills bandwagon for that division.
Of course, that's Buffalo
I
Wild
think
Wings division, bro.
yeah, I think they still win that division 2-0,
Mm-hmm.
31-10. Uh Huge statement. And Josh Allen didn't even have to do too much. I
Nope.
mean, James Cook had 3 touchdowns,
In the
78
first
rushing
half too.
yards. First half, yeah. So he didn't. Josh Allen didn't really have to do nothing. The defense looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Covering Tyreek and them boys and everything. You know, that's a fast offense. So overall, I think they had a pretty good outing. Just want to see where it goes from Dolphin fans from here, because after Tua, man, I don't really have a
Skylar
quarterback.
Thompson, and then they got the guy from Baltimore too.
Oh yeah, they just signed Tyler Huntley as well
Mm-hmm.
too. Yeah, but I think the first game they'll probably start Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, yeah, they
I don't
have
think
to.
Tyler Huntley. Yeah, I don't think he knows the playbook just yet. So I'm pretty sure they'll roll with Skylar Thompson that first game. For fantasy perspective, any of them Dolphin players that you guys have, I would say scale back expectations. Probably other than Devin A. Chain. That's probably like the only one
Bro,
that I really see that probably, with Tua missing, he probably is the only one that probably won't really miss him too much. But you got Tyreek Hill, you got Jalen Waddle. Yeah, temper expectations with them moving forward. Cause
I got him
yeah,
in three. I got him in 3 leagues, and I drafted this man in the top three in 3 leagues. I got him at number 1 overall in the league. So it's like I'm
yeah. So
stressing, bro,
I
right
mean, listen,
now.
he's always a fantasy lock,
Hmm.
always a fantasy lock. He can literally catch a screen and take it 80 yards. So you're going to put him in your lineup. I wouldn't just don't think you're going to get one of them crazy games every
No,
single
of
week
course not. No,
without
of course not.
Tua in the lineup. And for the Buffalo Bills, yeah, man, all things go for James Cook and Josh Allen. If you got them guys in fantasy, keep them in your lineup, keep them
Hmm.
rolling. They look pretty solid moving forward.
No, yeah, definitely.
Um, so the first game that I have on Sunday on mine, maybe it's because they're my favorite team, so they always come up at the
They're on
top.
my but I have you guys first too, yeah, because I'm going
Oh,
through the
okay. So yeah,
NFL
perfect. So
schedule.
yeah, I had them first as well too. So I thought it was just because they're my favorite team and I have them as my favorite, so they
I
were
have the
first.
schedule right here, so we good. So like
So
whichever game
yeah,
you want to
so
talk about first doesn't matter.
Chargers beat the Panthers 26-3. Everybody
They
start
already look
flying through these
defeated,
things and
bro.
everything. 'Cause I know we got a lot
They
to talk
already
about and
look, bro.
everything.
They already look like they're checked out. It's only week 2. They already look like
Yeah,
they want
man.
to end the season, bro.
I mean, it's just the Panthers just don't really have too much to offer anyway. I mean, anybody
Mhm.
that goes against them, they're that's like a bye week basically. Until further notice.
Which is
Um,
crazy, bro. Like a lot of people did not. A lot of people like doing the survivor pool that I'm in. Like only already like 40 people left. I'm like, how in the world there's 40 people left? And you could have just picked against the Panthers twice, not once, but twice.
yeah,
That's what I
literally,
did.
literally. Bryce Young got benched. I think his time is up in Carolina. I don't
He
see
has to
how.
go. It's not his fault, but he has to go because that team is just
Yeah,
too toxic.
yeah. I don't see how they go back to starting him after Andy Dalton with benching him in
Mhm.
2 games into the season. So yeah, I think his time in Carolina is up, and I think it'd be best for him anyway to go somewhere different. Just
We'll
don't
take
come to the
him.
AFC
We'll
West.
take him, bro. We'll take him. We'll take him. We'll take anybody you
I
can
bet you
throw.
guys won't. On the other hand, the Chargers look really good.
Yeah, you guys are looking. You guys are
Finally,
looking good, bro.
finally, we don't have to have Justin Herbert play Superman. He has a run game. Defense looks good. I mean,
Hmm.
granted, I know we went against the Panthers, and then week 1 was against the Raiders, but the Raiders did beat the Ravens, which we're about to talk about in a moment.
Hey, the Ravens gave you. I
Um,
mean, the Ravens. The Raiders gave you all a game though, regardless. So it's like
mhm.
it's not like they're bad either. So
Yeah,
you guys are
so I
there.
mean,
So
everything looks good. But they got the Chargers got to test this week coming up against the Steelers. So we'll
yeah.
see if they can keep it rolling or not. But so far, everything looks good with Jim Harbaugh. Everybody likes to play for him. Defense is flying around. Run game looks good. So
Now, if you don't want to play for Jim Harbaugh, then just go because
so
you're
so
not gonna find a
far
better coach.
so far so good. The next game I got is the Raiders and Ravens. Do you have that next?
Raiders and Raven. No, but we can talk about it.
Okay. So yeah, so Raiders beat the Ravens 26-23. Raiders are now 1-1 on the season.
Yeah, Ravens are 0 and
Ravens
2
0 and
already, bro.
2.
That's not
Crazy
good.
crazy part
That's
is that teams that start off 0 and 2 have an 11% chance of making it to the playoffs. So the Ravens need to get things together. I mean, their division is still kind of open because Pittsburgh is 2-0, and
Mm-hmm.
they're on top of the division. And granted, the Bengals are 0-2 as well too, and the Browns are 1-1. I don't know
I
how,
don't know
but
how they're
they are
1-1.
1-1. So I mean, they still have a chance to bring things back in that division, but they cannot afford to go 0-3. They go 0-3, you might as well say the season is over with.
Mm-hmm.
There's no good looks at 0-3. The Raiders look really
It's
good in the second
crazy
half
though that
because
these guys upgraded at the running back position and they still can't, you know.
hey, that Mike McDonald going to Seattle might actually be bigger than what we think it is,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Patrick
Um,
Queen going to Pittsburgh too.
yeah, I
I
mean,
told people, I
granted,
told people that was a big loss, and people thought I was crazy. I'm like, no, that's a big loss for Baltimore. They couldn't afford to lose him.
yeah, granted, I mean, we got to give our hats off to the Raiders, even though I don't like doing that. But you have to give your hats off to the Raiders, man. That second half, they came out
Mm-hmm.
inspired. They came out wanting to play. They came out wanting to win, and they took it to Baltimore in that second half. When they could just laid back and just took the L. So you got to give it to them for sticking it out. And keep fighting for and Antonio Pierce and winning that game.
I
Gardner
like AP,
Minshew.
bro. I like Antonio Pierce. Like I always liked him, bro.
Yeah, I like him too. I just don't like the Raiders, so it's kind of
Obviously,
hard for
we know,
it's
we
kind of
know.
hard for me to root for them when I don't like the team. Gardner Minshew looked good, 30 for 38,
Mm-hmm.
276 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Devontae Adams finally came out and partook in the season, 9 receptions, 110 yards, and a touchdown. And Brock Bowers, man, that man is he's looking
Bro, I
legit.
like that was a good pick, and everybody thought that was like not a good. Even Raiders fans were like, I don't know about this, and like, no, no,
Yeah,
no, watch
man,
out for Brock Bowers, bro.
he's looking legit. He's looking legit, man. Ravens, I don't know, man. They gotta fix that defense. That defense is not flying
Mm-hmm.
around like it was a year ago.
Exactly.
So I think they need to regroup and kind of establish their identity. Go back to that physical style of play that they
To
normally
remember, looking at those 2000 Ravens, bro, that team was just scary, bro.
I mean, if you look at the Ravens defense last year
They were
they
still
were they were
scary, yeah.
yeah, they were really good. They were blowing teams out. They blew out a lot of good teams. A lot of teams that we
Mm-hmm.
thought were really good. They were blowing out last year. So I think they got just figured out on defense, and if they can do that, I'm pretty sure they can revive this season. It's still early, a lot of football
Yeah,
to
it's
play.
very, yeah,
I know they
definitely a lot of
say
football.
11% of teams only that start up on
Bro,
to make the
0-7
playoffs, but
Giants. 0-7 Giants started out 0-2 and
yeah,
they
if I say
won.
oh 07,
So
oh 07 Giants start up on 2 and won Super Bowl. So I mean, if anybody can do it, I think the Ravens can
Baltimore should
do
be
it.
fine,
I
bro.
think
It's
I
nothing to
think I
panic.
think
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think they can do it. Um, Next game that I have on my list that we are going to talk about.
This is my favorite team that I like to see lose every single week.
They're not here, but we can talk about them if you want to talk about them.
I thought, oh, I have here on my list. That's what I'm saying. What do you have on
Yeah,
your
no, if you
list?
want to, if you want to talk about them, we can talk about them.
So the Saints 44 and the Cowboys 19. What
Oh, that was what you want to talk. Okay.
my favorite
That
team that I
game,
love to
that
see to
game.
lose, the hype of
Okay,
that.
okay,
I
okay.
still
Yeah, let me
think,
get my
I
notes
mean,
for
I'm
that
not
team.
saying because I'm a big Cowboys hater. I've been seeing this for a long time. Dak already got papers. Dak ain't doing shit. Dak ain't doing nothing. And that defense been looked suspect since last year. But they didn't
Oh
fix
yeah,
the defense.
I mean, granted, CD Lamb didn't play and I mean he didn't practice in training camp or in the off season. I think that plays a big factor. I hate when teams take forever to get these deals done,
Yep.
and them players are not
Yeah, but I
at the
think
facility.
their offense is not an issue. It's their defense. Bro, I didn't say it, but I
Yeah, but they
wanted
also
like,
don't have a run game as well too.
yeah.
And if you don't have a run game, you're gonna kind of want your receiver to
Mm-hmm.
be there in the offseason to make sure you get that chemistry with the quarterback
Mm-hmm.
because they have Zeke, Rico Dowdle, and Deuce Vaughn are their running
Didn't they
backs.
have Dak Dalvin Cook too?
Yeah, but he's on the practice squad.
Oh
He's not
wow.
even he's not even up to strength to even play yet. So and they signed him like right before the season started anyway as well too. They didn't even give him any
Yeah,
time to
he has to get
yeah,
up
he
and
has to get
ready.
acclimated with the team and everything. So, yeah, like at the end of the day, man,
I
sign
have
your
a hot
players,
take
man.
though. People are not gonna like it, but I actually was thinking about it too. I think Trayvon Diggs is a fraud.
He's
He
not a lockdown
looked
corner. He's
he
not a lockdown
looked
corner.
good because he was
He's a
a cornerback too. As a
yeah.
cornerback one,
He's
the
a
worst.
he's a ball hawk, man. He's not a
Mhm.
lockdown corner. They don't have any run defense either. Like
No.
they have a bunch of talent on their defensive side, but they don't have any physical players. They have a bunch of finesse players
Mhm.
on their defense, and that's ultimately what hurts them is because they can't stop the run. Saints don't even have a top five offensive line, and
No.
they made them look like
Bro,
they were one
Alvin
of the best
Kamara looked like
offensive lines in the league.
exactly. Alvin Kamara looked like
So
Alvin Kamara for 3 years ago, bro. Holy
and
crap.
and if you look at the stat line, Derek Carr was 11 of 16 for 243 yards and 2 touchdowns.
The whole
I
game?
think they were the whole game.
That's
I think they
crazy.
were yeah, I think they were saying that's the most yards in 11 completions, I think in NFL history, if I'm not mistaken. I have
That's
to look it up
crazy,
again
bro.
and see. But yeah, 11 completions, 243 yards. That's crazy. That's 24. That's almost 24 yards of completion. You
Yep.
can't win. You can't win with that.
Nope.
Alvin Kamara, he just had a career day. 20 carries, 115 yards, 2 receptions, 65 yards, 4 total
Mhm.
touchdowns. So he literally was able to do whatever he wanted against Dallas. So yeah, if they don't fix that if they don't fix that run game for their defense, it's gonna be a long
They're
season for them.
mhm.
I mean, I got the
Definitely.
Eagles. I had the Eagles winning that division this year anyway. So
Unfortunately, yeah, the Eagles are the one in that
yeah,
division.
so
But
I
yeah,
mean, I didn't really expect too much from
Dallas.
from Dallas. Yeah, I didn't really
Yeah.
expect too much. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to fix it, and they need to start winning at home again. They were winning 16 games in a
Bro,
row, but
imagine having 90 points scored the last two games at home. That's insane, bro.
including the playoffs.
Yep.
So yeah, Dallas got to get that fixed, man. If not, it's gonna be a long season.
Mm-hmm.
Next on my list, what I have here, I got the Browns and the Jags. Browns won
Bro, Browns
18.
looked all that game looked awful, bro. It was like the pillow fight of the week.
I literally have it here in my notes. I said sloppy game. Both quarterbacks still don't look impressive. Cleveland defense still game with late safety. That was literally the game. The game
What
was
happened to
horrible.
Miles Garrett? Like that's what I'm
Did he
like.
get injured?
Listen, I'm saying in general, like
Oh yeah, man. I don't like I said, the defense of the Browns looks good. That
mhm. On
I'm not
paper
gonna lie.
wise.
The defenses look good this year.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense is putrid. It's horrible. It's Deshaun Watson can't find his receivers.
Bro got money, bro. You don't care about
They
playing
don't
football.
they don't have a run game.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Chubb is not there. He's not going to be there till probably week 5 or week 6.
Yep.
So
And they
it's
let go of
just
Kareem Hunt, so they messed up
yeah,
on that too.
he just signed with the
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs. So I mean, it's not looking good for the Browns, man. I mean, granted they won this game because the Jags look worse than they do.
Bro, I thought
So
we're bad. I thought we're the Giants are bad. They make the Jaguars look like the worst team in the world.
the
Like,
Jags, it's crazy. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice until I heard it on one of the talk shows that I'd be listening to. Jags haven't won a game since the week after Thanksgiving.
excuse me?
I'm
What?
gonna say it again. The Jags have not won a game since the week after Thanksgiving. That's
Hey,
crazy.
yo, that's insane, bro.
That is crazy.
I had to
Um,
reheard that. I was like, what?
and it's crazy because Trevor Lawrence has got paid as the highest quarterback, and well, that beat it the start of week 1. But before that, he was tied. Him, Joe Burrow, and
That's crazy, bro.
what's his other guy? I can't think of his
Mahomie?
name right now.
Not Mahomie, right?
No, not Mahomes. I can't. It's someone else. I can't think of it. It'll come to me. It'll come to me later. But yeah, man, I don't know. I can't figure it out. But Brian Thomas looks pretty good for them though. He looks pretty good. I don't know. Them
Yep.
LSU receivers is like them. They come into the league and they just
They're tearing
instantly
it
ready
up,
to
bro.
play.
They're tearing it up.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're ready to play instantly. Next on the list, I know you probably don't like you don't like this team either as well too, but we'll talk about them. Jets won 24-17 against the Titans.
I still think
Um,
Aaron Rodgers look impressive, to be honest with you. But hey,
no, he hasn't looked good yet. He hasn't looked good yet. I mean,
and
but
Will
he has a
Levis
viral.
is.
He's gonna have a viral interception every single year, every single week.
Does this man have an IQ of? What's his man IQ? We have to check that
Man
out
was his
because
head was this way, and threw it and threw it. I don't know, man. I don't know what the Titans got going on. But they gonna have to tell Will Levis to chill out if they want
Whoever
to win.
says the AFC South might be the best division, that might be the worst division of all football, bro.
And the crazy part is the Titans could have literally won both games. Both games that they lost, they could have won both games.
Exactly.
But Will Levis did something stupid for them to lose the game. So they gonna have to talk to him and let him know, listen, man, we don't need you to play hero ball. Their defense is the number one, the number one defense right now in 2 weeks. So just make the right plays.
Exactly.
And don't lose the game. That's literally all he has to do. And they can win. Jets, that run game is looking really good.
Yeah, Brees Hall looking good, bro.
Brees Hall and Braylon Allen are looking like
I'm still thinking, I'm like, this man's a top 3 pick. Like, how is this man a top 3 pick? And I'm like, okay, now I see it. Now I see it.
No, he's good. He's good.
It took me a minute, but now I see it.
Brees Hall is really good. He's really good. 14 carries, 62 yards, 7 receptions, 52 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Braylon Allen, 7 carries, 33 yards, a touchdown, 2 receptions, 23 yards, and a touchdown as well, too. 2 touchdowns on the day for him, for the rookie. So yeah, man. I think that's probably going to be the Jets' identity for this year until Aaron Rodgers can start feeling like somewhat of Aaron Rodgers again. They're going to have to lean on those 2 running backs heavy until Aaron Rodgers can start to pick things up.
100%.
Probably the shocker of the Sunday, Vikings beating the 49ers 23-17.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, Sam Darnold looking like a 1-week wonder. I'm wrong. I am so wrong about that. Because this man looking like Tom. But again, it goes back to, bro, anybody who played for Carolina is a joke. It's not their fault.
It's not their fault. Baker Mayfield looked horrible in Carolina, and I look at him in
I can't wait till we get to that team, bro, because I'm gonna say a little bit too much.
Sam Darnold looked horrible in Carolina. Now look at him in Minnesota.
Then San Fran didn't even want him. San Fran was like, nah, you can go too. Basically, they were not even giving him a chance.
So yeah, I mean, the Vikings look really impressive. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't expect that from them.
Nope.
They're actually on top of their division through 2 weeks right now. Justin Jefferson, 97-yard touchdown, man.
Yeah, but I heard he got injured now too. I heard.
Yeah, but I heard it was nothing minor as well too.
Good. That's the last thing they need to do, bro.
I think he's gonna play next week. I think he's practicing, probably like in a limited fashion, but I think he's practicing nonetheless. So that's a good sign.
Good. That's a good sign.
So yeah, I think I like what I'm seeing from the Vikings, man. We'll see with this week coming up, they can keep it up. But everything.
One more thing before Sam Darnold, before we move on, he was also in the Jets. That's another toxic organization. So
yeah, man. Geno Smith was over there with the Jets as well too. We'll talk about them in a moment. So yeah, it looked really good. Brock Purdy is going to be a little scary because C-Mac is not coming back until week 5. They just lost Debo.
If he even coming back, that's another thing too.
That as well too. Debo is out for a couple of weeks as well.
That's system quarterback, bro. Everybody says he's a system quarterback.
It's gonna get a little scary. We shall see what happens.
Just feed Ayuk, bro. Call it a day. Just feed Ayuk at this point, bro. I got him in fantasy just there. Like, can I get the ball, please? Like, come on, bro.
Speaking of Geno, that's actually the next team that's on my list. Seahawks win 23-20.
I am not surprised they're 2-0. I am not surprised. Pete Carroll's gone.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty surprised. I mean, because it's a rookie coach, so you don't really know what expectations to have. So that's just probably where my surprise comes from, is just the fact that you don't know what you're getting. Because don't get me wrong, he's a great defensive coordinator. As you can see, the Baltimore had the number 1 defense last year.
Yeah.
But you just never know what you're getting with these new
coaches nowadays.
For example, Brandon Staley.
That's your boy.
So you don't really know what you're getting when you get those new coaches. But yeah, man, he looks like he has that Seahawks team ready to play, man. They look really good. Geno's look good through 2 weeks.
They didn't even this guy didn't even play this week. The running back,
Kenneth Walker, Kenneth Walker
didn't even play.
He had an oblique injury, and they didn't even miss a beat, man. They continue to tread. But on another note, Patriots look really good.
Yes, I told a lot of Patriots
For
fans
yes,
just give it time,
Patriots
but it's gonna look good.
Patriots look really, really good. For them to not have too many skill positions and too many players, they look really, really good
I
for
always said it could be the head coach. It doesn't have to always be like having the high players too, because nobody thought the Texans were going to be that good last year. I just think just give it time.
mm-hmm.
I trust
Gerard Mayo
Jared
got
Mayer.
them.
Gerard
Yeah,
Mayer,
Gerard
yeah, yeah,
Gerard
I
Mayo got
trust
them
him.
boys having faith, man. Them boys playing good.
Mm-hmm.
Run game looks good. Antonio Gibson had 11 carries for 96 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Ramondre Stevenson had 21 carries, 81 yards and a touchdown. So yeah, man, it looks good over there.
Bro, is the whole different
In New
Ramondre
England.
Stevenson this year. It's only 2 weeks. It's a whole different Ramondre Stevenson. I'm like, where does this guy come from? Like,
It's a whole different Patriots team, man. Them boys out there
basically,
playing inspired. I mean, I still don't expect them to be in the playoffs, but that is a good sign. That's a good sign moving forward, man. You also got Drake May, who's probably going to come in eventually sometime this season. We don't know when, because if Jacoby Brissett keeps playing how he's playing,
I
he
don't
might
know,
have
bro.
to sit the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, you got Drake May developing. You can get some more players and everything next year. I think they're gonna have a good amount of salary cap as well too
Yeah, because they're
next
not
year.
paying a lot of people.
Yeah. So yeah, things are looking bright for New England as well too. I want to mention that because I know they lost and probably we don't really talk about losing teams too much, but I like
I
what I
know,
see
but I actually, like I said, like, yeah, they had a down year last year, but I feel like Belichick just lost his touch. That's
Yeah,
just I think.
I think they just needed a new voice in there, man. I
Mm-hmm.
think it got repetitive. Tom Brady wasn't there no more, so they weren't winning. So they probably got tired of just hearing the same old from Belichick and just needed a
No, of course, I
new
get
voice.
it. I get what he did, but you sometimes a change of scenery is always good for teams in general.
Now to get onto your team, my friend.
Uh-oh.
To get on to get onto your team, the Commanders win 21-18
3
against.
touchdowns, no interceptions. We didn't give up a touchdown, but we still find a way to lose. That is the New York Giants. You want to know something?
On the plus side, though, right? Daniel Jones did not look bad.
No, because the line got better. The line's gotten better, and I said that the same thing last week. It's like the line.
He didn't look bad this week. Like, because week 1 he looked bad.
But wait a minute, hold on. Before Washington defense is not that good. That's why he looked good.
True. You're right.
I'm always gonna find something.
Defense, but we got to take it for this week. We don't get too many good outings with Daniel Jones. That doesn't happen too often. So we got to take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. So this week alone, Daniel Jones, he didn't lose the game for you. Unfortunately, you guys.
I just feel like the defense, like, bro, like all this freaking talk about the defense. I'm like, dude, what are you guys are doing?
Yeah, I think this game was more on the defense, and probably coaching as well too.
You got it right.
Dayball probably got out coached this game. But like I said, I don't think it wasn't Daniel Jones's fault. And Malik Neighbors come out party, boy. 10 receptions.
He looked good though. He looked really
127 yards and a touchdown. He looked really, really good. That's what you guys wanted to see from him.
I think we needed a receiver in general. We haven't had a receiver in 3 years. That's no offense. Yeah. While that playoff and we just got lucky.
Things are looking really good for them in the future and everything. Maybe you guys can get like Shador Sanders or something like that.
I would love to have Shador on that team, bro. Like I think he's really good, to be honest.
And then things are probably start looking better for you guys in the future. The team you want to talk about, Bucks win 20-16.
Can we put some respect on Baker Mayfield? Can you put some respect on this man, bro?
Literally, my notes say Bake Show improves to 2-0. That's literally what my notes say. And the Lions, they keep having these close games, man. That's a little worrisome because you might have won them last year. You might have won them last year, but that luck doesn't always flip over every single year. Trust me, I'm a Chargers fan, but I know from experience. 1 year we're winning the close games. The
And they
next year
wanted
we're
a fake
losing all the
punt. That's the
close
crazy
games.
part about it. They wanted a fake punted again. I'm like, dude, these guys are like just desperate. Like,
Yeah, I think Dan Campbell has to kind of cut back on the aggressive play calling sometimes, because sometimes he kind of hurts the team a little bit
exactly.
doing that. But I think that the Lions would be able to
They'll be
get
fine.
that
Yeah,
fixed. I'm not too worried about that. It's not going to be too many games where they only score 16 points,
exactly.
especially at home.
Mhm.
So I expect them to get better. But yeah, man, Baker Mayfield looked great. Baker Mayfield looked amazing. He looks amazing through 2 weeks so far. I have to give it to him. I give him respect where respect is due. Hey, the Packers, man, winning
The,
without
the
Jordan
legend
Love,
of legend of Malik
Malik Willis,
Malik
carrying
Willis,
them boys to victory.
Liberty legend.
But no, that was a Matt LaFleur game. 100% Matt LaFleur game.
Mhm.
Definitely outcoached Shane Steichen. They win
Exactly.
16-10.
Rams.
Freaking,
What's up with the Rams, bro? Injury prone.
I don't know, but injury bug killed them. They've
Mhm.
gotten hit with the most injuries so far. They
Mhm.
lose 41-10. Marvin Harrison Jr. finally came out to play. They
Yes,
finally let
sir.
Marv out. So that looked good. That Cardinals offense is going to be one. Is going to be one for the
Mhm.
for
One
the
for the
year, man.
ages. Mhm.
Yeah, that offense. If they're going to be playing like that every single week, they're going to,
Exactly.
for one, they're going to be in a lot of shootouts, and they're going to win a lot of games.
Mhm.
So that looks very, very promising for him to go to. I'm pretty excited to see what the Cardinals can do this season, man. I don't
Exactly.
got too much faith in their defense, but I got a
No,
lot
their
of faith.
defense
I
looks
got a
suspect.
lot of faith in that offense.
Mhm.
Steelers,
Steelers. Not much to talk about that game. It was very like a sloppy game on both sides of the field.
very sloppy. I mean, granted, Justin Fields threw a touchdown. He's not losing games how he was losing in Chicago. And that's one thing I want to say as well too. People have to start putting respect on Mike Tomlin.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
I don't understand how every single year we go in here and we think that Mike Tomlin is not going to have them boys ready to play. He has them ready to play every single week, in and out, every single year.
And he's
Doesn't
been
matter
doing this
who
for
is
almost
at
20
quarterback.
years. And he's been
It
doing this
doesn't
for
matter
almost 20
who is at
years. Like,
quarterback. So I think they have to start putting some respect on Steelers' name, man. Man, especially Mike Tomlin, because
of course.
he's one of the great ones. I mean, granted, he hasn't been to Super Bowl since 2010, but he is one of the great ones, man. And he's going to have them boys ready to play every
Exactly.
single week. And we're going to see this week. This week is they go against the Chargers. The Chargers, I mean, they got Justin Herbert at quarterback, but that run game is heavy. I think it's going to be a strong defensive game. And I think that he will still have them ready to play. We'll see who I'm picking for that game, but we will see who they have to play. Chiefs win in another close one.
They got bailed
That was
out,
not
bro.
defensive pass interference. I don't care what no
Yeah.
one says.
That was
That was
not
not
pass
defensive pass
interference. That was
interference.
not pass
I'm sorry.
interference. No.
I'm so sorry. I cannot give him that one. I don't. Maybe it's just a hater in me, but I don't think that was a defensive pass interference. But nonetheless, they're 2-0. They won a close game. They won a nail biter. So
But Mr. Busman is 0-2. Speaking about Mr. Busman, the next team, Bears, 0-2.
So
And
yeah.
Texans didn't play good that game. They played okay. They did it
No,
what
the
they had
Bears
to
not
do.
0-2.
No, the Bears are no, they lost. Yeah, they're 0-2. The Bears are 0-2.
1-1. They beat the Texans first week.
Oh yeah, they did.
I mean the Titans.
They did beat the Titans.
first week.
Yes, you're right. My bad.
They're supposed to be 0-2,
Yeah.
but they're 1-1.
Yes. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
I just hate on Caleb
Caleb
so much.
Caleb Williams, you got to get it together, man. That defense
Yep.
looks good, and you just can't score touchdowns. It's not
Mhm.
good. But I think that they'll. I don't think he's going to be really horrible. I just think they put too much hype on him for his first year. That's what I think. I don't think. I wouldn't say he's going to be a bust just yet, but I think they put too much hype on him.
I've been saying that. Yeah, too much hype.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins.
That Monday Night Football game was so a disaster, but Kirk Cousins finally won a primetime game.
Finally won a primetime game. finally won a primetime game. What a comeback drive, 22-21 against the Eagles.
Exactly.
I put this in my notes. Is it Nick Sirianni's time? Is his time up in Philly?
I've been saying that since last year, but hey, yeah, I'm a hater though.
I don't know, man. That's a little, it's a little worrisome. And that defense is still an issue. That defense is still not good. So we got to see, man, what's going to happen.
Week 3.
Week 3, we got to see what's going to happen.
All right, so, let's get these quickly games in, man. Because man, this.
So go ahead and give me all your predictions and everything for your games. All right, and then I'm gonna give you my predictions.
So the Thursday night game, I got the Pats winning that game.
Okay.
Philly and New Orleans. I think New Orleans is gonna win again.
Okay.
Chicago and Indy. I think Indy gets their first win, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Minnesota and Houston. I think Houston wins that game.
Okay.
The Chargers and the Steelers. I know you're gonna have receipts for this, but I'm gonna have to go with Pittsburgh on this.
Okay.
Denver and the Tampa. I have Tampa winning for sure.
Okay.
Green Bay and Tennessee. Green Bay's gonna win for sure. Miami and Seattle. Seattle wins. Raiders and Panthers. The Raiders are gonna win.
Yeah, that's about week.
Dallas and Baltimore. Baltimore wins. Detroit and Arizona. I have Detroit. The San Fran versus the Rams. I think San Fran wins. I forgot my Giants. Giants against the Browns. I think we're finally to get that W. Sunday Night Football, Chiefs, and damn, Mr. Primetime again.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it again. Let's run it back, baby. Primetime's gonna win again.
Hey, I like it. Hey, you went out on a limb right now. I respect that. I'm a Chiefs hater, so I respect it.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Jaguars. I think Buffalo Wild Wings wins. And lastly, but not least, the Bengals beat the Commanders.
Okay. So for me,
got 1 minute left. Let's see it. Let's hear it.
For Thursday night, I got the Jets beating the Patriots. I got the Chargers beating the Steelers. I got the Seahawks beating the Dolphins. I got the Vikings upsetting the Texans. I got the Saints continuing their dominance against the Eagles. I got the Bucks continuing the bake show against the Broncos. I got the Titans getting their first win against the Packers.
Okay.
I got the Giants getting their first win against the Browns. I got the Colts avoiding 0-3 and beating the Bears. I got the Raiders beating the Panthers. That's a bye week, like I said. I got the Ravens getting their first win against the Cowboys. I got the Cardinals winning in a shootout against the Lions. I got the Rams getting their first win against the 49ers. Oh. I know that's a shocker. I'm picking the Chiefs to beat the Falcons. I don't think that Kirk Cousins is going to win 2 primetime games in a row. I got the Bills beating the Jags for them to go 0-3, and I got the Bengals beating the Commanders.
Okay. I want to see what you guys are going to like on that live subscribe. You already know what you got to do. But let's see what happens.
Yes, sir.
Good luck this weekend.